Wasn't much showing, was there?
No.
Oh! Man!
Absolutely smoked him.
I'm still pumped up, and I'll tell you, I'm shaking. That's the buck we call Stretch. And the first this year, he was good in both eyes. We wrapped him, 4-year-old buck. And I had an encounter with him, and the tree was actually in the way of me getting my arm all the way back. And I was at full draw, but wasn't in a good position. I did not want to risk a shot. And I know a lot of people say, oh man, you get a buck like that, you always shoot, but it's not right. And then I had a couple more encounters. But between that first encounter and the next one, a few days later, bow hunting, he'd been in a fight, we believe a fight, and he got blinded in his eye, his right eye, knocked out. It was ugly, pussy, ugly. And I saw him 2 more times across the pond, but he was coming to the pond, was in a real drought, head on, never had a good shot. And then he walked off. I had to let him go a couple of times. Imagine that, a buck like that. But we held faith, and he could tell he was recovering, get him on Moultries every now and then, not all the time. And I was hunting an area he was in a good bit. And you're thinking, if you're honest, man, is he going to get infection and die? Is he going to get harvested on another property? Deer don't know property lines. And we had a Moultrie picture of him way out that ridge last night. And I said, well, you know, deer over there often come this big food plot in the morning. This is Tombstone. So I'm rambling because I'm all pumped up, folks. Such a blessing. And it's a beautiful morning in the Ozarks. One of the colder mornings we've had all year long, about 30 degrees, light frost this morning. And man, such a blessing.
There are 2 of them.
Okay.
Which one you hit in the front one?
Which one's bigger? They're about the same size. We're watching both. One on the left. You got the one on the left?
Yeah, I'm on her.
Like a rock. And when you drop them like a rock, especially this time of year, it's November 22nd, good chance the buck's gonna come check her out. It's gonna take hours for her natural body heat to get down where any spoilage could start. So, yeah, great way to start the day. Sun is not over the horizon yet. Love these little ropes here, do it real easy. Didn't take long, less than 5 minutes. Nope. We have a really tuned up adult sex ratio. We've been harvesting about 5 does for every buck for a few years here. And so, boy, during the peak of the rut, a mature buck is probably locked down with a doe. It's not just you're not seeing them. You're not seeing them on trail camera, no sign, but that's a narrow window, and it makes those conception dates really narrow, which is really healthy for the deer herd. And now a lot of the does have been bred, still receptive does, but a lot of does have been bred, and those bucks are up seeking a bit more. So good hunting still to come. It's a different deer, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's it. No, that's a patient buck.
Growing Deer is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, Also by Green Cover Food Plots, Winchester, PH Outdoors, Moultrie Mobile, Steel, Fleet Outdoor Apparel, Morel Targets, Fourth Arrow, Soil Pro Outdoors, Scorpion Venom Archery, Case IH Tractors, Burris Optics, G5 Broadheads, Prime Bows, and Redneck Hunting Blinds.
I'm on it. GoPros are running. That's stretch. You can shoot him, I'm on it.
Sure you're with me? Really?
I'm on him. Smoked him. Smoked him. Come on. Smoked him.
Yes! Woo. Wait a minute, can I kill that doe?
Oh, yeah.
That's another buck.
That's a good buck.
Look at his neck all the way down. His ears laid back.
Oh, yeah.
Look at his tarso glands.
Oh, yeah, they're staying pretty good.
His hair sticking out. He's like, what the heck?
Oh, you bet.
I'm still pumped up and to be shaken, to be honest. Stretch stopped with just a little bit sticking out in front of a big oak tree. I mean, just shoulders. I like shooting the Winchester right in the shoulders because it drops them like a bag of concrete. Jack gave me the green light. I settled the crosshairs, and then another good buck. That's a 3-year-old buck. You know, they look a little smaller. We're past the peak of the rut. These bucks have put on miles. And that nice 3-year-old buck just swung around and was just looking at Stretch, just looking and looking. I mean, I'm going to say 10 minutes more of footage. I'm all amped up right now, so it may be wrong, but a long time. And that's the magic of a dead deer. Remember, the best thing I tell people all the time, the number one hint I can give you after my long career of studying deer and being a deer hunter, not a food plot blend, you know, not the barometric pressure, the number one hint I can give you is think like a deer. Deer don't know death. That other buck was just looking at Stretch going, I don't know what they're thinking, but it looks like they're thinking, what is going on? So, having all these encounters with Stretch is, I feel so good. What a huge blessing this has been. Daniel and Wyatt just come to join us, so we're gonna walk across the field and put our hands on this buck. So come on, let's take a peek. Man, yeah, I can see an antler sticking up from here. Man, oh man. And the tines is why we called this buck Stretch. I didn't know he had this kicker off the back, but look at that tine length. Oh my goodness, that is on out there for the Ozarks, man. He's all beat up, man. His ears are, got cuts in there from fighting, hair knocked off. Man, what a great morning. On Jack's side of the blind said, get ready, here comes a buck. And when I got to the buck, he stopped right behind about a 2-foot oak tree. And I didn't know which buck it was. Jack saw through the camera the blind eye or the injured eye, knew it was Stretch. I saw, and I've trained myself through the years, don't look at the antlers. You look at the antlers, you're gonna shoot at the antlers. So I saw a full neck coming all the way down to the brisket on the chest, and I said, that's a mature buck. Didn't know if he's gonna take off sprinting after the doe, so I wasn't waiting. Settled the burrs on there, and I mean, it dropped like a rock. That's when you know you're following through on your shot, when you can see the deer drop, you're not your head up or something. Squeeze the trigger, and I knew it was time to punch a tag. I hope you enjoyed this hunt. I sure did, but we've got a lot of content going on right now, so I want to come back here in a little bit and make another episode about all the lessons we learned from Stretch. We've got all kinds of encounters and Moultrie Mobile videos. We'll put that together, slow down a little bit, and hopefully we can all learn and become better hunters from our encounters with Stretch. You know, I had a great time this morning. I want you to get outside and enjoy creation. But even more important than chasing a buck like Stretch, I hope every day you take time to be intentional and seek the Creator's will and apply it to your life. Thanks for watching Growing Deer. Big old nanny.